For the past 7 days, I have been grinding controller, all leading up to one moment, to try to 1v1 Kenbeans without him knowing I'm on controller. The grind started as soon as I got my controller in the mail, the Scuff Reflex Pro. Just a disclaimer, I'm not recommending this controller. I don't really know much about controllers, so I'm not the guy to ask. Now, I planned this week perfectly to get as good as possible as fast as possible. I know the most important thing on day one of a new input is getting the right settings. Sensitivity is one of the most important things on controller, and if you don't have a good sense, it's gonna be hard to improve. So I tested out a bunch of different ones, and these are the settings I ended up on. After about an hour of testing out different settings, I hopped into some 1v1s, and I wasn't looking great, but I wasn't looking too bad. I've played controller in the past, but I'm on a brand new sensitivity, and I'm on brand new keybinds. I used to play on a 2-paddle controller, so I switched up my binds so that I can utilize all 4 paddles. But day one, I can barely even 90, I can barely build, it's not looking good. The good news is, we found a pretty good starting sensitivity. So going into day number 2, I knew I was all set and ready to just grind out my mechanics. Now this is where I started doing my specific building routine that I would practice all throughout the week. I'm only going to show this once in the video because it's pretty boring to watch, but I ran this every single day for about 30 minutes to an hour. I had a set of like 10 different building moves that I wanted to learn. These are the main builds that you need to succeed in Fortnite. I made a video on my second channel breaking down all of these building moves and why they're so important to know. So if you're kind of new to Fortnite and you want to learn these moves, the link is down in the description. Day number 2, this is literally all I did. For like an hour to an hour and a half, I just practiced these builds. I'm not gonna lie though, after like an hour, my hands started just not feeling good. If you've ever switched inputs before, you know you kind of have to build new muscles in your hands. So throughout the week, I was able to play longer and longer, but day number 2, I could only play for like an hour. On day number 3, I spent most of my time in the build routine once again, but I hopped into a couple 1v1s, and at this point, they were not going very well. I had spent an hour in creative just free building already, so by this point, I was pretty exhausted. But let me just tell you, all the time spent in creative showed in day number 4. After doing the build routine on day number 4, I hopped into some 1v1s once again, and at this point, I'm actually starting to look really good. Nah, we're looking crazy. Ew! Full piece? Full piece? Dead? So this was actually my first time streaming on controller, and one of my mods, Medley, wanted to test out a 1v1. He's from EU and he plays keyboard and mouse, so it was kind of a fair fight, and this is how it went.
Oh! Sorry, is my mic okay as well? I don't
It's fabulous, Medley.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, no, okay, that thanks. Oh, that's nice. Hey, you wanna pickaxe this one out?
Pickaxe this one out, you think?
Ah.
After a few more mediocre kills and embarrassing deaths, the score was 4-3. One more and I take it home. You're excused.
I feel so naughty just boxing out the bottom right now. Oh, you got me. Damn.
After finishing up the 1v1s with Medley, I hopped into some ones against Mini Jivan. I had my moments and had my failures, but at the end of the day, the 1v1s were starting to look real good. I ended my stream feeling pretty good about where I left off, but then I saw Kenbeans was live and he was struggling in solo arena, so I was like, seems like my man Ken needs the carry from controller Jivan. Here's my first arena experience in the grind. What do you want to say to the people watching my controller progression video?
Well, they should probably stop because it's really bad.
Someone land above me?
Okay, I'm coming. I'm like right here with a shotty.
Dead on one? Dead on both? I'm literally crazy. I'm literally the best controller player.
Big.
Got him coned. One shot on one. Under me.
What a demon controller player duo I got here.
Dead.
134 crack.
100.
Someone right above me.
Ow. I'm full piece. Dead.
Right here. I am hard. So 1v2. I got him really weak for you, bro.
Yeah! We decided to play one more game, and Kenbeans went down, leaving me to solo clutch.
Pulls max by the. Those kids got shit. $280 builds, 200 builds. You gotta reload that pump. There's no mats. You have no mats. You have no mats.
No! If I would have pulled off that solo clutch, I'm not gonna lie, I think I would have just quit keyboard and mouse permanently. Day number 5. I hopped into the build routine, I did a couple 1v1s, but then, today, I hopped into some zone wars for the first time. Tunneling is my biggest weak point on controller right now, along with box fighting, and zone wars is just a combination of those two things. So I knew this was gonna be rough, but maybe, just maybe, we'd have some good moments. Things are starting to come together on day number 5. I was not looking bad there at all. Now, day number 6 is like the last day of grinding before the big event. I spent a ton of time in the build routine and then a good amount of time in 1v1s, and I actually started to hit in some pretty nice clips. After I finished up my 1v1s for the day, I started upstream and I was playing Zone Wars against my viewers on mouse and keyboard. I wasn't planning on playing controller in them because my viewers are cracked, but the last round of the day I said, screw it, let's give it a shot. Hee hee. Hee. almost won that. Honestly, not so bad. After playing that Zone Wars, like, yeah, it was sloppy, but that marks the end of day number 6. On day number 7, Kenbeans and I had 9 hours of tournaments. And at the very end of it, I said, Ken, hey, you want to hop into some 1v1s to end the day? Just a casual thing. And I was like, dude, he might just think I'm super tired, which is why I'm playing worse than normal. So maybe he won't notice.
What? I was aimed on your head the entire time, bro.
Nah, thought I had that.
I just placed all those stairs behind you, bro.
So far, I've just been acting like I'm playing extra bad, worse than normal. But after a few rounds, I started cracking up and Ken started to get onto something.
I've never had an easier time piecing you than right now. Yo, you gotta be doing this on purpose, bro.
What? What am I doing? No!
That was a 134.
Well. Oh! Come on! All right, Ken, I have a confession.
You're playing on controller the whole time.
How'd you know, man? What do you mean? Yes! You're so bad, bro. Oh my, I'm playing on controller, Ken. You died to controller, Jivan. So at the end of the day, he kind of knew something was up, but he didn't call me out on it. I don't know, I feel like that's still a loss. But for one last challenge on day 7 controller, I gave myself 3 solo arena games to try to get 1 win. And Kenbeans is in the call with me watching and reacting while I attempt it.
Hello. Looking good there, Jivan. Nice.
Let's go! You impressed?
Not in the slightest. Oh my god, Matt. Oh my god. Oh my god. No way. Grab those mats. Oh my god. Oh my. You have 3 splash. You have 3 builds. 3 builds, 3 builds. 1 build.
What? He's down? No!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No. Oh! Is this kid drone?
Oh my god.
Oh god, if you died to that kid, I would have been so mad. Gotta love a realistic tree. Oh my god. Wait a minute, bro. You're moving. Oh my god.
Oh my god, bro. Nah.
No. No.
I saw lots of improvement over the past 7 days, but sadly, it was a failure. I didn't stump Ken, and I didn't win an arena game. I've still got some work to do, and the controller progression shall continue. Don't forget to sub for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.